Oh, okay. Akasan, why you here? Did you see that? Did you see the crossover, the crisis on Earth X, whatever it's called? Have you seen that? I want to know. Have you seen that? But no. See, I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know. All right, now am I okay? Now to me, it was dumpster juice. Like that the whole. I just want to know. What did you think? What did you think of it? Like, am I alone in that? Because I'm over here struggling to get through episode 3. Am I solo? Like, am I tripping? Because that I'm watching the whole crossover event like this. My face legit didn't change. I'm over here face palming, and I didn't think they can make me hate Felicity even more. Like, I legit want a bomb to hit her in the face. The crossover was the only good thing this season. Really, you liked it? I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. Yeah, the four episode crisis on Earth X, whatever it's called. You rated over Justice League. Oh, Akasan, you tripping? You tripping, son? You tripping? Hail to the no. Hail to the no. Hail to the no. And this is when a civil war begins.
What up, Akasan?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
There we go.
My dude.
Come on, son. Come on, son.
You know I had to stop editing the moment you said that you are fine with Iris. All I need to know, you know what? You should just close down the game, or you should just get a photo of Iris and Felicity right now.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you putting Felicity over Iris?
No. But this is a trend that's going on, and the apple does not fall far from the tree, my friend. There is a photo of Felicity hugging Iris, and everybody on Twitter was freaking out at that time. They were like, "It begins." I need to know, how far have you gotten in the Flash this season?
I'm caught up to the crossover.
Interesting. And you haven't noticed that a certain person in the Flash who has never had any sort of experience being a team leader is now the team leader.
Well, yeah, I noticed that because
Doesn't that remind you of someone who suddenly came out of its nowhere and started leading the team for no reason and calling the shots?
But not as bad though. Not nowhere near as annoying. Nowhere nearer. Because they gave Felicity way too much power, and they turned Oliver into like a puppy. They turned.
What do you think is going on right now in the Flash right now?
But it hasn't gotten that bad yet, though. It hasn't.
When's the last time you saw the Flash run? When's the last time you saw the Flash go out and do something flashy? I want to know.
I mean, he's been doing it on and off through the whole season, though.
Yeah, has he? Really? He was gone the first episode. He came back and suddenly went on. He was like, you know what? I'm going to stop running. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like...
Look, don't make me hate Iris. Let's not go down that road because...
Okay, look, I understand where you're coming from. You know, yeah, black actors, man, we got to support each other. But at the same time, there are traits going in that everybody is like, uh-oh, wait a second. We're like, they call it the season 3 curse.
Oh God.
Like, the season 3 curse. No, actually, I'm sorry, the season 4 curse. And Flash is steadily heading that direction right now. And all the traits are there. They didn't know what to do with Iris, so they put her in a position that she shouldn't have been in the beginning. I don't know what that's all about. And then look, I'm still on the fence with Iris, but there are little traits in there. The whole "we are the Flash" thing.
Yeah.
Which I get. I still get. They're a married couple.
Yeah.
But the fact that they had to do it again, the hashtag feminism episode, the fact that...
That was so random. It was so random. Like, it came out of nowhere. I'm looking like, all right, what the hell's going on? Like, I mean, it's cool and everything, but it's just random.
Exactly. Hashtag feminism. The fact that all the women were in charge and they still lost the bad guy, they still lost the prisoner. They didn't actually accomplish anything in that episode. I'm just saying.
And they just hit it at the end like, yeah, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we did it, guys. No, what exactly did you do
They,
here? And
they
then the only good part about this season and Iris being team leader is the fact that Harry called her out on it and was like, he's like, I don't understand what the problem is. And Harry stopped sipping his Jamba juice or whatever. He's like, you're the problem. You can't lead. I was like, see, tell him like that. So
I just choose to believe that they're leading. They're doing this for a reason. It's gonna lead somewhere. Because for her,
here's a good question. What was Iris's dream job a few seasons ago?
she wanted to be a reporter.
Yeah, how's that working out?
And she just abandoned it.
Yep.
Abandoned it.
Yep. Just straight up abandoned it, and she was like, I'm serious about being a reporter. And she was good at it.
Yeah, she was good.
She helped move the story along. Look, I'm still with you. Look, I still agree that Felicity is a terrible idea.
Uh-huh.
Felicity has been written into a hateable character.
Yep.
But to say that Iris is avoiding that season 4 curse is to be wrong, because the same thing is going on right now. They're neutering Oliver, and I don't know what the hell's happened to Oliver. I don't know what the hell happened to my menacing dude. Like,
Yo,
season 5 was so good. Season 5 was great. Prometheus.
Yeah.
But they have neutered Oliver, and I don't know. Like, but my whole deal is that's the reason I kind of like the first part of that crossover, because Oliver is the one running, trying to get married and shit. And she's like, Oliver, I don't want to marry you.
Oh my god, my eyes started twitching. As soon as that happened, she started yelling. I'm like, oh my god, please just shoot her in the face. Like I got that was the worst.
They don't need to be married. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Felicity. She doesn't need to. They don't. So you want them to get married?
Hell no. But just for her to constantly embarrass him like that and have him looking all sad and miserable, it's like, come on, man.
Then maybe you shouldn't have been simping so damn much at the reception. Like, I was like, you know what, Felicity, you tell. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with Felicity? I was like, you know what, Felicity, you tell him that. That's what's up. So,
I refuse to be on her side.
I don't know how you can make an enemy out of Felicity in the crossover. There's many reasons you can make her an enemy out of something, but the crossover is, well, you got to finish the crossover. The first half of the crossover is not. She is not like Alfred. She is not your enemy.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all good. Like oh, I guess if you're up to the crossover area, just like I'm so shocked the fact that you're not feeling the crossover, because personally to me the crossover was the best thing all of these seasons have produced, because of most of them, with the exception of Supergirl and Legends, Arrow and Flash have been very lackluster, and the crossover has actually been really damn good, mainly because of the Nazi versions of those people.
I just feel like it was like such a throwaway storyline. It's just so random.
Really?
Like it came out of left field. Like there's so many better things they could have done instead of just putting them against each other. Like it's like, of all things y'all could have done, that's what you picked.
For example. I'm just curious.
I could go off on a tangent about that, but it's just like you just shoot it. Like it's like they took the cheap way out. Just have them fight themselves.
Everybody always loves to see a nice doppelganger episode, though, and I actually like this idea of like the way. Here's the way I would look at it: is the CW is by far a very left-leaning type of show.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to write a lot of that hashtag feminism, gun control, and all this.
Yeah.
To me, this is them writing this episode is like a total FU to the alt-right type of division that has been plaguing up the media a lot. So the fact that they can write an episode where, if you notice in the action scenes, there's no holding back. I mean, Alex is just shooting off, busting caps in people's faces point blank. It's not censored at all, and they are like straight murdering neo-Nazis, and I love it. I love the fact that they can actually do that, because everybody hates Nazis, and everybody it's a valid excuse for TV. Like you can make an enemy out of that. If they do something a little bit different, they're gonna have to censor it a lot more. So I actually love this idea, the fact that they're like they can brutalize all these stunt Nazis in the fights and such. It's great.
I don't know, man. It's just like it was like it was just super cheesy, and like all the fights, like they would hit somebody and they'd sit there and pose for like 5 seconds. I'm like, what are y'all doing? What the hell is happening right now?
So you're not down with Mr. Wally West running in there like
I'm like, come on, man. Like, what is he doing? Yeah, like, what is he doing? What the hell's happening? He's shooting a music video? Like, what the hell? I'm looking like, all right, there's some cool things that happen, but like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not like
talking about the crossover.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Who that?
That's me, Sly.
Oh, okay. Oh, Spy. Okay.
How's it going, bro?
What's up? Shit.
Yo, I only got
one of my longtime mods. First time I've ever heard his voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I only got through the first part of that four-part crossover, but I was already fucking getting tired of
I believe what I'm hearing here.
The bullshit crazy. Fucking like I got tired of the fucking marriage bullshit that they kept focusing on the first one.
Oh, totally.
That's what's been keeping me from, along with being so busy, that's what kept me from catching up on this shit, because I'm getting so tired of these CW shows focusing so much on fucking whether Barry and Iris are getting married. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
But here's the thing.
I don't give a fuck.
But here's the thing about that, though. Like, I'm on a schedule, so I'm expected to watch these and have a reaction, review, recap show fucking 12 hours later and shit. So I'm on a schedule, so I'm forcing myself to, like, I need to watch this. And then even in the beginning, in the trailer, the goddamn trailer advertised it as the wedding special. I'm like,
oh, God.
Yeah, but
see, that's the thing. I didn't see the trailer.
I didn't either.
I agree. But a lot of people also explained it like, you know what, I get your point, and I know how you feel about this, Akasan, but at the same time, it is a good chance. It's where everybody's going to be at the same moment in time, and that's the perfect time for the enemy to strike. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But once, in the end, the other thing was watching this crossover, and with this marriage, I'm like, okay, that's it. It's done. They ain't going to be talking about it anymore. The marriage is done. It's all finished. Let's get into an story.
Yeah,
so
right.
That's the good thing about that. That's the good thing about that is they really haven't mentioned it. Well, to be fair, after the crossover was the mid-season finales, and so they needed to have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know that they're gonna be like that, and then in the back half.
Do you know what happens at the end of the crossover yet?
I don't know.
All right, so I'm not going to tell you then, because the thing is, the mid-season, the irony about it is that there is more of a focus on Arrow. Of the end of the crossover has more sort of what am I looking for? There's more consequences on the Arrow show than it is on Flash, which is kind of funny. But you just gotta watch it.
I'll power through it. I'm looking like, man.
Yeah, I just want to say I've never watched any of the CW shows.
Yo, chill, Tony.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
Yo, you echoing like crazy.
Multiple, man.
Yeah.
Why am I echoing you?
This dude got me to stop editing videos. To jump into this Discord.
Hey.
No, I think the other reason is I was filming up here with Dante, and we were just talking about it this morning about how good that the crossover was, and if it's going to be available on Blu-ray. If they just if they just released it on Blu-ray, I would buy that because I don't give a shit about this season for any of the other shows right now. But if they just released it in movie form on Blu-ray, I would buy it because the thing about the heroes and aliens, and that's another thing I'm gonna say about the crossover. The thing about last year was it was a cool crossover, but at the same time, each one was orchestrated by the show, and it wasn't really a 4-parter episode. It was really a 3-parter.
Yeah, it was 3.
And one was Flash oriented. The other one was actually the 100 episode of Arrow.
Right.
So it was Arrow oriented, and then the last one was Legends. So really, sometimes it felt really disjointed. Where if you watch, that's why I'm so surprised. If you actually just watch the crossover, all 4 parts together, it doesn't have any sort of feeling of a separation, and it just jumps from person to person. And I thought that was great because it felt like an actual movie.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
That's why the CW crossover is better than Justice League.
Hell to the no. It does feel together, and like it's like one show, but it's just like the storyline that they picked. It's just like I'm just not feeling it, and it's just like it's just so.
I mean, maybe, to be fair, I understand. Maybe we needed some sort of big bad to come from another universe and just land in New York City and force them all to get together and close the wormhole. And
It's just anything but a damn wedding. A wedding.
The last 3 action movies that have come out.
Look, give me that. Like I would have loved that, but it's a damn wedding. A wedding. Like that's.
Fucking Oliver chasing around Felicity.
Yeah,
like lost
baby, please,
again.
baby, please. I'm like, what the hell did he do to Oliver? What kind of Green Arrow is this? What did they do?
Tommy, you didn't like Tommy coming back.
I love that. That's the one thing that I loved because I didn't expect that.
And they killed him. Yeah.
I'm looking like, well, you did one thing right, and then you got rid of it.
Well, am I still going?
Nah, you good.
I'm good. So look, I don't watch any CW shows, and I was considering delving in and just starting from like season 1 of Arrow.
Yeah, definitely do that.
No, but until I saw this clip from a man named Akasan of regarding the season finale.
Oh, I knew you were going.
This dude says, "I'm happy."
Yeah. I knew you were gonna bring that up.
I'm never watching these shits.
Yo, that's one reaction we can agree on. That's one we can agree on. That's one we can agree on.
Talking about the ill-fated, the death of Arrow. That was the beginning of the end right there. Yeah.
I'm looking like, are you kidding me right now? Are you serious?
His whole face was just like, that's it? That's it? How do you end the season like that?
Man.
Yeah, I remember that. It just feels like yesterday I was in Fukuoka watching that show, enjoying the hell out of a great Ra's al Ghul and
yeah, you know what though?
And then that dude came back and
it was starting to go bad before that finale though. It really
I
was.
agree. No, in some form or fashion, the show Arrow died when Oliver fell off that cliff and Ra's al Ghul kicked him off the cliff, and he never came back. He never came back the same way.
See, I would argue even that it started to go downhill even before then, because they were starting to force that Felicity shit before the mid-season finale. Like, even from episode 1 of that season, I remember very vividly Diggle going, oh, you know you're in love with Felicity.
Oh, God.
Right? I was like, wait, what are you talking about? No, you are. Yeah, you are. It's like, what the fuck are they writing here?
Yeah. But there is hope. There is hope. Like the Crystal Method. Season 5 was one of the best episodes of Arrow ever, and I don't know what happened. They backtracked on everything they did. Prometheus was such a good villain, and they got things serious again. I don't know what the hell happened again with this season again. So
I don't know. It's like the storyline that they picked for this is just so annoying. Like this just random FBI chick. I hate her because she's such an asshole for no reason. Like it's just you just unnecessarily asshole. Like why are you just? Why
are you here?
Like, yeah, why are you just pissing everyone off? Like, what is your purpose? It's like that's the only thing y'all could do? Like, come on.
Dude, I looked up the credits. It literally said "angry black FBI."
I mean, that's it. That's it. Because she's just sitting there snarling in every single episode. Like, why are you mad? Like, who pissed you off?
Yep.
And then the villain in Flash ain't no better. It's like this random dude in the chair. I'm looking like, come on, man. That's the best you got.
I'm thinking.
I think he has potential. I do think.
I mean, he does.
Actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. It's finally somebody a little different, putting Barry to the test. I wish Iris wasn't calling all the shots.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, that way the Flash bullshit is still bullshit.
I mean,
Nice little twist at the end. So
yeah, he does have potential. It just depends on how they use him. But because right now he's just some random dude that's like, I'm smart, I know everything. It's like, all right, well, what are you gonna do? It's like you gotta do.
Done it. He already did it. Or he did half of it already.
Yeah.
He already pulled his not his ultimate move yet, but he did some crazy shit that I was like, God damn.
Okay.
Let's just say that he upgraded his system.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, he upgraded his system.
All right.
Yeah, so.
All right.
That's the only good part about the Flash right now. But it's kind of just like what was that? Savitar. It's here and there. It's not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Problem with the Flash right now.
It's
like their best stuff is not. They're not focusing on it.
Yeah. I just wanted to go back to because like season 1 and 2, the villains was perfect.
Yeah. I agree with you, John Charles. By the way, yeah. Therefore, I Am is one of the best episodes. Yeah, because it felt like a season 1 episode. Everybody agree with that. Yeah.
Oh, the one where he was trying to investigate the Thinker and all that. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I like the way they did that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do, but it sucks because I know people that work on the CW shows. When I go to LA, I get to see like the behind the scenes stuff. So I know there's some people putting a lot of work into it, especially the CG. Sometimes they message me and they're like, "Hey man, I really like your reactions and recaps because I completely forgot that I worked on this 6-7 months ago, but to see your reaction to it really makes me know that I did my job right." So it sucks because these dudes are doing some good stuff. It's just that they're so trash.
Yeah. I mean, it's not on them because they're doing the best they can. Like they don't have control over the other elements.
Yep.
It's just.
But all I'm gonna say is that the crossover, I personally enjoyed the crossover more because there was more of an actual investment in the characters, in the story, than Justice League. That's all.
You tripping with that one? You tripping?
That is so crazy because you come over to my channel. Ain't nobody, maybe 10% of the people might say that Justice League was better, but you go to the crossovers and you read the comments and everybody's just like, God damn, this crossover was better than Justice League.
Really?
It was more streamlined. I'm not even joking. That's what is so beautiful and so trippy about YouTube. Is like we can be doing similar things to Strugglenation and the Red Dreaded Nation, yet have completely flipped opinions on it, and it'll be that. That's why everybody really needs to be careful about the kind of echo chambers they live in, because you'll be thinking everybody thinks the same way you do just based on a few pages or channels you go to.
Right.
But it's a whole different world out there sometimes, like Star Wars.
Oh God! let's not go there. Let's not go there. That's a whole nother can of worms.
I have not seen it yet. So.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it, so yeah, we gonna skip over that one.
Keep that out.
Akasan, on a out of the 10, what did you give Justice League?
Fucking, I didn't know. 6. I'm giving them a C+. I gave them E for effort because they did what they thought was the best thing to do, and it could have been much better. But I recognize that they were trying not to have another BVS disaster on their hands. So it was just too little, too late to try to change such a massive problem with Zack Snyder's vision. Love him or hate him, there is initially a problem with him grabbing that money-making audience, and it wasn't working. WB tried to fix it, and I could tell that they tried to. They just had this bizarre Frankenstein type of movie that came out, and it pleased nobody in the end. So I don't know.
I don't know if I can call what they did trying to fix it. I mean, cutting 50 minutes out of the film and removing complete storylines, like they just chopped it up to hell.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if maybe.
Well, okay, but here's my answer to that, and M-Dog, you'll understand this. That's like when we're recording something, when we're doing, I mean, streams don't count, but when we're trying to do a video and we put it up on YouTube, what would we rather have? A 10-minute, 15-minute video or a 45-minute video talking about something? Like, we know we're going to get more views putting up a 10 to 15-minute video just because it's shorter. If we do a 45-minute something video, we're going to have less views and people tuning in, and we don't get as much money. Same thing with Warner. They're looking at it like, well, shit, man, we can't put out almost a 2.5 hour something movie coming off of another movie that didn't do so well to begin with. We got to make this short, get more viewings out there. So I'm always going to look at this from a business side before I look at it from a fan side. So I understand where they're coming from, because so far, the stuff I've been hearing that's been cut wasn't really that important anyways.
You know what though? There's cutting. There's an art to cutting shit, but it's about what you cut. Like, one of my problems with Batman versus Superman, the Ultimate Edition has scenes in it that should have been in the movie. But the theatrical edition had shit that didn't need to be in the movie, so they cut it wrong. And
I agree with that.
I suspect that's what happened with Justice League, is that it probably did need to get cut down, but they cut down the wrong shit, and so it just turned out to be a movie that needed scenes.
I mean, they cut down 20 minutes of Aquaman and Atlantis, but at the end of the day, we look at the end of the day, the final battle. How much was the Atlanteans? How important was Atlantis for that final battle, for everything coming together?
How about the fact that the final battle buttoned up so quickly? The stakes weren't felt at all in the movie, and I feel like the fact that they cut so much out probably added to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I personally feel like, knowing the way Snyder works and the way Snyder writes stuff, I can imagine, and even the behind the stuff like the Barry saving Iris, movie Iris. That really.
Iris is in the movie?
I would have. That's one of the scenes that were cut.
Yeah,
I didn't even know Iris was supposed to be.
I would have enjoyed seeing that, because the deleted scene, it's on YouTube. It's incredible. It's incredible. I would have enjoyed that being in the actual movie, because the way they showcase his pop. Really?
I wouldn't have cared.
Oh, hell no.
Why do we need it? At what point does this? All that is a commercial for the Solo Flash movie. Save that for the Solo Flash movies. This is the biggest problem, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion, of what's wrong with the DC movies, is half the movie is an advertisement for an upcoming movie. If you're going to put Iris in the movie, put it in the Flash movie. It doesn't need to be in a Justice League movie. This is my point about that.
My biggest problem with them is
it doesn't add anything to the Justice League movie.
My biggest problem is they come out with the movies and they always chop so much off that they got the DLC version available. It's always the extended.
The Ultimate Edition.
It's all they always do it. They always do it. They cut all that out, and then the version that's on Blu-ray and DVD, that's the real version, whatever like that. Because they're gonna do the same thing with Justice League. All the stuff they cut out.
Y'all, from what I've heard so far, there is no Ultimate Edition.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now.
Wow, because I heard they were actually going to release like the Zack Snyder cut.
They ain't really. If they do, it's going to be a Blade Runner type shit, like 5 years from now, or the 10-year anniversary or whatever.
Really?
Like, there is no way. Like, I'm like 90% sure there is no way WB is going to invest the time to finish that CG stuff. They might do a feature on it.
Mm-hmm.
She'll deleted scenes like that, but there's no way that WB is going to invest money in a dying movie to begin with, to put out the Zack Snyder cut, because that's a lot of money they're going to have to bring in, even more money to bring in, because it's not finished. They still need to polish it up, the rendering stuff, the colorization. It's a huge project that needs to be taken on. So, Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do a joint. We should all do a group watch of Justice League on voice chat. On Rabbit, yeah, on Rabbit, but on voice chat. So and we can all talk about what we are liking while it's happening and what we are not liking.
Oh, you never used Rabbit, huh? Akasan?
Understand each other.
Is Rabbit is that an actual way to do it?
Yeah, that's how we have all our movie nights. We do it on Rabbit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Time zones, but yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
a lot
fine this time. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
No.
A lot of people here are night owls. So
Yeah,
it'd be good.
and then we got people from Malaysia, from London, so we're used to dealing with multiple time zones.
Then I am all good with that. I will be there. Yeah.
So we can have a real time critique of this movie, and we can all understand each other finally.
He's gonna be roasting it the whole time.
Nah. See, I'm one of those people. I'm in my older age. I am trying to be nicer to the fans about this stuff. 2 years ago, I probably would have tore this shit to shreds just for revenge on everybody that was getting on me about Batman v
Damn.
See, I always appreciated that, even though I was like into BVS. I always appreciated the fact that whereas everybody was like kind of riding that movie's dick, you didn't give a fuck. When you saw the shows, you were like, I ain't feeling this shit. And you got lambasted, I think, unfairly for it.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that.
Yeah.
You got a difference of opinion. They don't like that.
Yeah. And then I never thought that could go the other way until the day I watched the Doctor Strange trailer, and I was just like, yeah, it was all right. I'm just waiting for Infinity War. People got so mad at me.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I remember that.
They were like, damn. They were like, Akasan, maybe you should just stop doing reactions, man.
Damn. What the hell?
They literally asked me to retire and shit.
What kind of?
Like, wow. You DC fucking fag boy. Why don't you stick to your shit? I was like, wow.
Man, they'll come out of full force for that.
You were here. Where are you?
Yo, who's the dude that you went to see The Last Jedi with? Because I liked him because he had a lot of Star Wars knowledge. I was wondering if he had a channel.
Oh, you're talking about Dante Carver? Yeah. This dude's the most famous black man in Japan. Dante Carver. He's under DC. Yeah. Dante Carver.
Dante Carver. Yeah.
Dante Carver, and then his channel was DC Sun. I'm laughing at that because he left a few hours ago and we recorded something about Star Wars, and he and I are on two polar opposites.
For
The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
But
I'm not too surprised because we are on completely polar opposites of Justice League as well. Like,
damn.
That man will see no wrong with Justice League. That's what's so funny. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he
Yo, I haven't read the what's it called, the Doomsday Clock yet. But my whole thing, I'm all for WB just scrapping it and just starting with just do Doomsday Clock and just start all over. I'm just down with that.
They would never scrap everything after building it for this long. They would never do that.
What, the movies?
Yeah.
I was laughing. So that's what I'm editing right now. Is my top 5 movies of 2017, and it's so funny to hear my man DC Sun talk about the I'm laughing right now. Talk about the future of the DC movies, and he's like, yeah, and then next year when this movie comes out, and I'm just looking at him, just like, so you still believe there's a future, huh?
Oh, this guy! Come on, man! Come on, son! Come on, son! Come on, man!
I ain't giving up yet.
I'm just saying. I'm like, look, man. The main point is, I appreciate the fact that you guys. He was like, well, it's like Wonder Woman says, I'm a believer. I'm like, oh no, you can't say that. But look. My point is, if you're, what was the metaphor I came up with earlier today? It's like, if your foundation or whatever, what you're building, the DCEU has made 5 movies right now. What was that? Man of Steel, BVS, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, and now Justice League. I'm gonna be gracious and say 2 out of those 5 were actually accepted fairly well from both critics and fans. Suicide Squad, no. Batman v Superman, oh hell no. Justice League, oh please God, no, it didn't work out. That didn't please anybody. There's a particular, you gotta look at this as a business person, as an investor, and be
Yeah,
like, how
exactly.
long do you keep going until you start realizing, okay, this shit ain't working out, man? Like, it it's that's my biggest point. They got really lucky with Wonder Woman. Um, if they can change the course, which I've heard, maybe they're gonna build things around Wonder Woman instead, because that's the only good, acceptable movie. Then maybe that works. But if you keep on building it in Snyder's vision or
Yeah.
in something else, the biggest problem, and I ultimately believe the biggest reason why Justice League failed is not because of the movie. And I'm talking about opening weekend. The Justice League did not fail because of the story. Opening weekend, Justice League did not fail because of that. Justice League failed because people lost interest in the brand even before Justice League came out. You put Zack Snyder's name on it, BVS. People remember that shit. You put the DCEU, Suicide Squad. Everybody I talked to that didn't watch Justice League chose not to go to the theater and put their money there. The main reason why they didn't want to see the movie wasn't because of Justice League. It was because of what came out before Justice League. Their reputation precedes them, and I feel that's the reason why Justice League basically didn't get that huge opening in the beginning. Then secondly, even the hardcore fans hated that movie, and so it didn't really get the legs it needed to succeed. So I just personally feel like it's gonna take a lot to get people to trust. Like not you and me. No, I'm not talking about the people I'm having a conversation with now. We're gonna see these movies regardless. I'm talking about the people, the general people that don't know the difference between Marvel and DC. It's like, hey, when's Spider-Man gonna team up with Batman? Those type. You guys are laughing, but I'm serious.
Oh no, yeah, I know.
I have conversations with my students about that every single day. I have a Justice League poster on my wall with Spider-Man Homecoming, with all the other movies coming out, and people just have no idea who or what Justice League was.
Right.
And they do know who Wonder Woman is, but that wasn't enough to get them to go see that movie.
Right.
They didn't have any familiarization with the rest of the characters. They know Batman, but they didn't like this Batman. They didn't know this Batman. So, it's enough for them.
Speaking of,
You know what, the lesson I think can be learned from Wonder Woman, at least, is that no matter what you think about the DCEU or whatever, you can still have these standalone films that do well on their own merit.
Yeah,
like you said, people don't care about, the general audience doesn't care about DCEU, MCU. They just want to see a good movie. So if you just put out a good film and that stands on its own, you don't have to care about the DCEU. You'll do all right regardless.
Yeah, there's some hope because all right, they got James Wan. They made a mistake of I don't think that David Ayer did a good job with Suicide Squad personally, and
it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
6
Right.
weeks to write. 6 weeks.
And then I think that the Zack Snyder vision, as much as you guys might like it, but like it's just for the general public, like for the most part, it's been failing. So I think that if they had a Kathleen Kennedy over at Warner Brothers, she would have been fired him. She would have been like, after Batman vs Superman was reviewed like that, she would have just been like, you know what, it's not working out, and then somebody else would have just came on.
After goddamn Sucker Punch, they would have, if they weren't so far ahead with Man of Steel, they would have removed his act after Sucker Punch. I like Zack Snyder too. That's the problem. Is I didn't mind Sucker Punch because I'm not really attached to Sucker Punch, but after BVS came out, I was like, wow.
I'm a Zack Snyder fan, but I hated Sucker Punch. I couldn't stand that.
That's so
hated it.
I
hated it.
Care. Like I was like, it's cool. It's visually nice, but whatever. Like I didn't straight hate it, but that's because I'm not attached to it. So
I just didn't get it. I watched it like, what? I didn't get nothing I was looking at. And it was some shit.
What happened?
I don't know, but I think that was Tony that was saying earlier. I wholeheartedly agree. In some sense, I think the DCEU needs to disband softly, quietly, never speak of that shit again, never talk about a connecting universe again, and let's restart 2018. Fuck it. Aquaman, put that Aquaman movie. If Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck's in that movie, take his ass out of there now. If Wonder Woman cameos in it, let's let just a little bit, maybe a little bit, but don't talk about some bigger, badder picture in the future. Build those solo movies, get some goddamn credentials going first. Then you go do your team up movie or whatever down the line. But for now, I personally think DC needs to do what they do best, and that's focus on solo movies and build it from there.
So you have faith in the Batman movie?
Oh yeah, Matt Reeves.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know. Because they have a lot of crazy things in the works. Like the Batman movie is, in my mind, is guaranteed to be successful. The Aquaman movie is guaranteed to be successful.
Personally, I know people will hate me for this, but like I've never given a fuck about that when it comes to Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But Matthew Reeves is going to make the most excellent Batman movie on, like, second to Nolan, if not better. But he's got to get rid of Ben Affleck.
Hell to the no. Ben Affleck ain't the problem. Ben Affleck is the best Batman next to Michael Keaton.
No,
I like Christian Bale.
I mean, Christian Bale's under that.
I like Bale more. I like Bale more than Affleck, to be honest.
Oh my god!
I don't hate Affleck. I think he's alright, but I think Bale's better.
Yeah. No, think about, all you have to do is look at what Matthew Reeves has done with Planet of the Apes,
right?
With Caesar. He loves Batman. He adores Batman. His Caesar is very similar to Batman, like that. However, just from what I've seen with Ben Affleck, Batfleck has done a great job of bringing out what Snyder wanted, what the Frank Miller-ish Batman, that big, brutal type of dude. Personally, I just don't see that solo type of Batman fitting in a Matt Reeves, Nolan-ish type of world like that.
But he's it's going to be, it's supposed to be like film noirish too, which is excellent.
Exactly.
Like
Where
the more I think about
is
it,
more of a balls to the wall, in your face brawler. We're looking for more of the shadowy-ish type figure.
The more I'm thinking about it is the more I'm liking. I'm seeing it in my mind. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm liking Jake Gyllenhaal as that.
Hell no. You don't think Ben Affleck will shine like that?
Ben Affleck is good at. He will do it.
Ben Affleck is an incredible actor now.
No, and on top of that, I personally don't think that Ben Affleck wants to be doing Batman for another 8 years.
I would not take issue with him doing it, but I think whether or not he does it, I think Matt Reeves will make it work.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely true.
Only time will tell.
All
I'm saying, again, it goes back into that the same thing, that same idea once again, with this idea of if you're bringing in baggage, which Ben Affleck already is from multiple levels, not just the franchise, but other issues with Harvey Weinstein and what have you not. People don't forget that. And the dude, there's something else to keep in mind. The entire Justice League went to London for the Comic-Con and everything, minus Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck doesn't really want to be in that limelight. Ben Affleck isn't really ready for that limelight anymore. He doesn't want to be bothered with this anymore. So I personally don't think that he really wants to be doing it. He's already said that he's kind of ready to
he's ready to hand over.
Get on out. I'm like, what? Already? Damn, man. So...
Like, he may say that now, but I believe once that Batman movie comes, like, that's gonna completely change the way people think of Batman. Like, him directing this, it's gonna be probably one of the best Batman movies we've ever seen. Like, just imagining that, and once that happens, he's gonna, if he has any reservations about playing Batman, that's gonna go out the window. Trust me.
Okay, fair enough. I personally think that it would be better for a fresh start. And I think Tony said, I do feel like Jake Gyllenhaal. I think a clean start.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Stop saying Jake.
Now, Jake Gyllenhaal, he
Have you seen him in Nightcrawler?
no, he's incredible. He's incredible. But seeing that puts villain in my mind, not hero.
Right.
Like he would make a perfect villain, not a Batman though.
Some would argue.
I'm gonna say.
That,
I'm gonna
Batman
say-
is somewhat a villain.
I'm gonna say
Right.
get an unknown actor who needs to be proven, who's
I
hungry.
agree with that.
Fuck,
That would be
fuck
my first
getting
choice.
somebody who's known. If you think about a lot of the Marvel heroes and shit,
Yeah, they all
they
started.
utilized
unknown.
a lot of people who weren't too known at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, they were pretty much unknown.
Those characters.
Hemsworth, Evans,
Mhm.
almost everybody. The only main person they brought in was Robert Downey Jr.
And he had no name. Like he was gone. Like he wasn't even a Hollywood name anymore when they got him. And they
Dropped out.
completely
Yeah.
turned his whole life around.
Yeah, I remember the joke when Iron Man first came out was like, damn, that is good casting because Robert Downey Jr. used to be an alcoholic. I remember, I met that dude, like, before he did Iron Man, I met that dude. Side story, only the Strugglenation will know. I was working at an anime and manga retail shop in West Los Angeles, and I used to wear, like, these Neko cat ears. And this was like where all the rich white people lived and everything. And this kid comes in, and it was Robert Downey Jr.'s young kid at the time.
Mhm.
And then Robert Downey Jr. comes in, straight up with the shades and everything. And it was my job. Like I ran the video section, and like because that was the main thing back then. DVDs were hot back then.
Right.
And, the kid came in. He's like, Dad, I want to get like a new anime feature, but anime wasn't so known back then. So I
Right.
was like the master at that, so I could recommend stuff. And so Robert Downey Jr. just came over to me and said, Hey man, so which one do you recommend for my son? I'm also researching for some parts for some upcoming movies or whatever. I'm looking for some sci-fi stuff. So I'm up here talking to Robert Downey fucking Jr.
Damn.
about
Wow.
Metropolis. I think most of you guys wouldn't even know that story. Metropolis, Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
Are you talking about the movie Metropolis?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
watched that once.
Sweet,
We were just
sweet,
talking
sweet.
about
So I'm up here.
Metropolis the other day, actually.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm up here talking to this dude, and I'm just telling him what kind of movies, and he's like, "All right, man, yeah, I'll take them." I'm like, "Which one?" He's like, "All of them." And I'm like, "What?" But I will. Here's the one thing, and he's gotten over this before, but the dude was funkified with alcohol. Like he
Mhm.
stunk up the entire room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with alcohol. I mean, it smelled like rich alcohol.
Yeah.
But the dude was dope. But he was a little buzzed too. So that my main point was the fact that like when he first got cast as Iron Man, that was the big joke. Was like, damn, he's gonna make a really good demon in a bottle storyline because he did really well. But he rocked it, man. He rocked it. Yeah.
Yo, even if you go on to just Batman actors, nobody fucking
yes.
nobody thought Michael Keaton was gonna be a good Batman.
Yeah.
He was doing all these comedy
Yeah,
movies
yeah, yeah.
when he became Bruce Wayne, and he was excellent at it.
I will say that Christian Bale was a fan favorite from the beginning, though. People knew about him, and people.
He
were like,
did
"Dude,
Equilibrium.
we need
He did Equilibrium, and he was already like a Bruce Wayne-ish
Mhm.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of those dudes. People were like I wasn't around at that time, but when they were casting and everything, his name was from fans, from what I've heard, was being popped up a lot, and they were like, "Dude, they're like, Nolan, you gotta get that dude from American Psycho. He's fucking perfect like that."
He's
Yeah,
by
I knew he
far
would
my
be
favorite.
good for
He's
that.
by far my favorite Batman so far. To be honest
Yep.
with you, he's by
People
far.
don't fuck with him because of the voice, the growly voice. But I actually think that makes sense for his character. It makes a lot of sense.
It just,
for,
they
like,
just overdid
this
it.
eccentric.
Yeah, he definitely overdid it.
I'm just looking
I mean, they
at
all
I'm-
did.
the way he played
But you think
Bruce Wayne. The way he played Bruce Wayne, I'm not like that growling voice. Whatever, I can get over that. Like people
Yeah,
constantly
yeah.
it so much, man.
Like you
But
you
think
really
about it.
you really think his interpretation of Bruce Wayne was better than Ben Affleck's?
Yeah.
You really think that?
Well,
Hell
okay,
no, hell no.
okay,
What
wait,
was,
to be
what
fair,
was
to
worse
be
about
fair-
it? What was worse about it?
That's a good point too.
What was worse about it?
It's just if you compare them, like Ben Affleck, he's a better Bruce Wayne and a better Batman.
Oh, see, I can't agree with that either.
I haven't really seen. I haven't really
I don't
seen.
know.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
haven't
still
seen-
trying to figure out. Like,
I don't see Ben Affleck do that much Bruce Wayning. Like, you know, I've seen this guy go to fucking China. His whole evolution of Batman, and then him, like, I've seen the whole arc of Batman with Christian Bale. I haven't really seen enough of Ben Affleck, but I just like Christian Bale's whole swagger as Batman as Bruce Wayne was excellent.
I wanted to get across a point
me-
about Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne Batman is that I think out of all the actors who portray Batman, I think he sold the best the idea of Batman in the comics is that there's Bruce Wayne the playboy,
separation. Yeah.
then there's Batman, and then there's the real dude who's somewhere in the middle, and
I
he
agree.
played that very, very well.
That
And
duality.
yeah, and also the idea of he's this eccentric rich guy who lost his parents when he was a kid, and he's still holding that as an adult and becoming like this ideal hero to fight against that idea from when he was a kid. Of course, he's gonna be the type of dude to make that kind of growly voice when he's in his vigilante mode. It makes sense for an eccentric rich dude to behave that way.
Yeah,
That's why I thought it
Fly said
fit.
it the best. It's like the duality and the personality disorder ish type thing, and the trauma of Bruce Wayne, the Avenger of Bruce Wayne, was encapsulated the best in that trilogy. I don't mind. I actually like Bruce Wayne's. I actually like Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne. For what they're going for Justice League, but the thing about Snyder's Justice League is it's essentially Miller's Justice League. Sorry, Snyder's Batman is essentially Frank Miller's borrowed Batman, but missing the marks on Frank Miller's Batman for one main reason, which is the killing. But aside from all that, you have a very angry Bruce Wayne. You have a very old and broken down Bruce Wayne. And it's kind of unfair to compare the two. Again, that's why I don't think Matthew Reeves' trilogy. I don't really want to see Frank Miller's Bruce Wayne trying to be adapted into a Matthew Reeves noir style movie.
Well, I mean, you already can't really compare because, you know, Bale had 3 movies and Ben Affleck, he's just been in pretty much 1.5. But if you look at Batman v Superman, love it or hate it, the dialogue, you look at the intensity that he, like, even though his mindset was batshit crazy, the intensity that he had when he delivered those lines, like how he felt, that alone to me was better than Bale. Like his take on Batman and Bruce Wayne was like, it was so intense.
That's funny because
I thought it was good.
Ben Affleck.
I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was as good as Bale. That's how I felt about it. I didn't take issue with Affleck's performance. I actually thought he did a really good job with what he had, but I felt like Bale just did it the best for me.
I agree.
Like Christian Bale really stood out for me as his performance as Batman in those 3 films. Really, really were phenomenal, and it's great too because he really did take it seems like in each movie except for the first, he was okay with taking the back seat as far as so the villain, and he underplayed it, and you know what I mean, and it was just, I really appreciate his performance as Batman. And
I'm gonna make a judgment call. I'm gonna say once the solo Batman movie comes out, we're gonna have this conversation again, and y'all all gonna say something different. Trust me.
Maybe
y'all all gonna say something different.
Right now, there's 2 of us. So.
What I will say is that I actually really enjoyed Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne in Justice. I wasn't crazy about him in BVS, but that entire movie I wasn't crazy about. But I did like his Bruce Wayne in Justice League as trying to get everybody together and doing things. I just personally, I'm not really big on the huffy puffy action figure type of physique. It's just wasn't feeling it.
Right.
That's all. That's actually the weakest in Justice League. I feel like that was one of the weakest things was seeing Ben Affleck in his rubies Halloween looking.
What excites me most about DC right now is the Batman movie with Matt Reeves, and then also the Scorsese take on the Joker. which is interesting to me.
I'm gonna take that one with a grain of salt because I don't even know what like.
You think it's bullshit?
Yeah, I don't even know what to think about all that. Like,
I mean, it's an interesting idea, but you know, it was wait and see. That's
speaking of
all.
which, I'm about to watch. I'm gonna watch Blade Runner tonight.
Oh, wait, have you seen it already?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch the final cut.
Oh, you mean the first one?
Yeah, my girl we found it at the rental shop, so she's gonna like everybody's like, well, why don't you just stream it or something? It's difficult out here. It's really hard to get the movies with Japanese subtitles, especially legally.
Yeah.
So we finally found it. We're gonna watch the final cut tonight. And
Okay.
I think February, the Blu-ray comes out for Japan, so we're gonna watch it.
Oh, I can't wait. 2049. I can't wait. We just had a movie night.
Inspired Batman Begins. Actually.
Yeah.
You need Japanese subtitles for her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll miss the there's little nuances that the art of the movie kind of gets lost. Right. She'll be able to understand mostly what they're talking about.
Have you ever seen Blade Runner?
What?
Akasan, have you ever seen?
No, he's never seen it. He's never seen it.
That's amazing because some of the things you like is inspired by Blade Runner.
I know. That's exactly
Ghost in the Shell.
Batman Begins. Nolan literally brought his entire crew to a private theater one time when he was starting the pre-production of Batman Begins, and he sat them down and they watched Blade Runner, and he was like, "We're gonna make a movie like this." And I'm like, "Fuck, that's crazy, dude." Yeah.
I can't wait.
We just watched a Japanese movie tonight called A Silent Voice. It's an anime, which was dope.
Really?
Have you seen it?
Nah, I've never seen
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't. Ironically, once I moved to Japan, I stopped watching a lot of anime. So.
Damn.
Yeah,
I might get you there, so you're just like whatever.
Dream care. Yeah, I'm like, I'm here, bitches. Like that. Like, yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Like, it just everything got turned off after a while because you don't see as much anime as you would think out here.
Really? That's interesting.
Yep. I mean, how can I say? It's like here and there. But unless you go to Akihabara, like Anime Town, you ain't gonna see much of anything. It's really hard for me to explain, but you see it. It's in its little corners, but it's not really like in your face and such. So unless you come to my home or somebody else's, you don't really see it advertised as much. As
Damn. Over here, they make it seem like it's like on every street corner.
No, not
at all. It's probably like how Western cartoons are in the West. Where it's there and it's visible, but you gotta look for it. Like
exactly. Yeah.
It's probably like
the right sections you'll find it, but otherwise it's buried under everything else. Like
it's like probably like a tourist coming to me. Sorry,
like Dragon Ball or Shingeki. What do you guys? Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. When they're advertising it, then it looks like hot. It's pretty hot, but other than that, it's pretty downplayed, So
yeah. It's probably like tourists coming to New York. Like I live in New York, so it's like tourists coming to New York. They're gonna go to the Empire State Building. They're gonna go to
Town Square.
People who live in this motherfucker don't do none of that shit. We don't,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's true.
Hi guys.
Oh,
hey Laura.
Hi Akasan.
Hello. Who?
That's Laura.
That's Laura.
Who?
I just read something that said pure Palpatine, and I'm like, damn, the Emperor.
Yeah. Because she's a setup queen.
Yep.
I did something not very nice to Tim, and now Drew calls me Sith.
Nice. Yeah. I'm about to. What should I do next? I think I'm going to take my leave so I can finish my videos. And I by the way, I did the Oculus Rift.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yep, Black Friday special.
Ooh.
You guys have that?
Oh,
yep, I got it.
Good. We need to talk about the the community ones, because that's where there's some pretty good games on there.
Oh yeah.
There's like a community type of game that you can try or something like that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, There's like a few of them out there. Like there's actually a new one. I'll bring it up right now on Steam. I'm gonna get it before the sale is over.
I'm all about that.
The fuck is it called? It's like something VR. Like.
Were you talking about VR chat?
No, it's another one. It's a first person shooter, and it's really popular right now, and you don't get any nauseating feel.
Oh,
It's supposed to be like Destiny, but VR style.
what?
Oh wow.
I need that. I need it.
Wow, Destiny in VR, that would cause some serious dizziness.
I need it.
Right, but they specifically said you're not gonna get sick.
Oh.
Oh man, they were just advertising this.
Yeah, the thing that worries me is the fact that I never heard of this. So the reliability of this information.
No, like I know what you guys are saying, yeah, but they're advertising it. It must be true.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Heard it on Facebook, it's got to be true.
Oh, Skyfront. There you go. It's called Skyfront.
Skyfront.
See, that's because it's not out yet. It's it's out, but early access only.
Oh, okay.
Skyfront VR, basically, and yeah, it looks like Attack on Titan. You like fly around and shit, and like but at the same time you can shoot people
And it's affordable.
and it's very affordable, right? I'm about to cop this.
It actually looks just like Destiny.
Yep,
$11.99.
40% off right now. I'm gonna get that before my the winter deal is over.
Yeah, I might have to grab that too.
See, yeah. So
Steam is
I
just
don't know
laughing
how
at all of
we'll-
us.
yeah, I don't know how we can all talk to each other. Yeah, there's definitely a few VR community games out there right now.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into the more so the community ones because I've been playing, the single player, and that's cool, but you can only do but so much.
Yeah.
Well, at least he admits it.
Well,
I mean, that's kind of like the first thing you do when you get it, but
enthusiasts, yeah. All the tutorial videos on YouTube was like, so you just got VR, eh? Well, you're gonna want to download this and download
number one.
that. Yeah. They were just so blunt about it. I'm like, well, I guess I do want the 360 angles.
I can either confirm or deny that I have done research. But with that said, Skyfront looks amazing.
It looks like
The
Overwatch.
person that got me turned on, bad choice of words. The person that got me into the whole deal is a woman, and she's the one that told me about the porn on what's that thing called? Pornhub? Yeah, Pornhub. She was like, no, they buy it. It's good. You gotta get it because
VR
you can
porn.
watch porn in VR. And I'm like, you watch it? He's like, yeah, it's cool, but I'm not a guy, so certain scenes I feel like something's missing, but I love it. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
This isn't one of your students, is it?
No, this is one of my good friends.
I'm about to move to Japan right now. Like, wait a minute.
He just bought his ticket.
I've been in the wrong place my whole life.
I've been saying that
That is true. Actually, that's the second best recommended thing on Steam right now is Anime Girls VR.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
it doesn't
comment.
look as good as I was expecting. Yeah. No, but it's funny you guys mentioned that about the anime. The PlayStation Sony does a good job of advertising that PSVR because I know a few people out there have bought it, and mainly they bought it for something called Summer Lesson or Summer Diary or something like
What?
that. Where
I just bought that for my son. What is that? I didn't buy that. No, I didn't buy that.
Yeah. The way you said it sounded like you bought that game.
No.
Oh, I thought that's what he meant.
Yeah,
Right,
see,
that's-
you got to explain that.
Summer Lesson is the one where you sit down and you tutor. Imagine Dead or Alive beach volleyball, but instead of playing volleyball, you're tutoring them and everything. And you sit down, and sometimes they'll change in front of you.
So
Or,
fucking pervert simulator. Nigga?
Wow.
Yep,
And that's on the PSVR?
that's on the PSVR.
What?
It looks. I'm not gonna lie. It looks amazing, but I am not about to sit up there. And, I get that. I get paid for that shit.
Do it for free in the game.
Yeah, that shit is too real. Like, you literally can teach them English in the game, and they're like, "Oh, Sensei Sugoi." I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is too real for me."
Damn. What have we
I
done?
was on the Oculus last night. I was showing my girl this whatever Latina twerking video or something like that, and it's for real, and it's free, by the way. You can check it out. It's part of your Oculus design or your.
Damn, they got twerking videos.
And she started twerking and scared my girl. My girl fell back over and knocked over the Christmas tree.
Damn.
I want to check it out.
Damn.
Akasan JP on Instagram. Akasan JP. You know, I was laughing, but I was also mad. I was like, "Don't you break my TV!"
Damn. Yeah, the TV's off limits. Not the TV.
Before you go, I haven't seen it yet, but I wanted to ask you because these guys are telling me I need to watch it. How'd you like Bright?
Bright? Oh, I thought it was all right. I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
My video is coming up, maybe tomorrow now. But my top 5 movies of 2017, Bright is somewhere up there.
Thank you.
That movie, here's the thing, guys, is like, you gotta understand that critics, movie theaters feel threatened by Netflix. It's a new age, just like the internet threatened TV way long ago. It's happening again, and I feel that critics will, because it's coming out of a different medium, because it's coming at a different type of form on a smaller screen. You could watch Bright on your phone, on your tablet, whatever. They come at it a lot harder, and which I don't think they should, because I have seen far worse movies that have been rated a lot higher in the movie theaters. And Bright, I was reading some of those reviews. I'm like, these motherfuckers watched a whole nother movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't understand how they could be so hard about Bright when, it was a very consistent movie. The story wasn't out of whack like Justice League or Suicide Squad. I'm only saying that because of David Ayer and such. I thought the movie was it wasn't very creative, but it wasn't very unique.
It wasn't breaking new ground.
Right, but it was enough where you fucking got it for quote unquote free.
Yeah.
And it had Will Smith. I've seen Will Smith in a lot worse movies after her. And I was fine with this movie. I don't understand why.
I was entertained, and it actually was better than I thought it would be. Like I didn't know it was gonna be that good.
The only problem when one of the members of my Red Dreaded Nation mentioned this is that probably the only reason that movie could get picked on by the critics is because that movie was way too fucking real for critics to handle sometimes. The fact that there was racism, segregation, corruption in the fucking cops area, that shit was so real that they wanted to start marking it down, because there comes a point where realness becomes a fucking fantasy for some people when you can actually make a story out of some real shit that's happening right now today in Los Angeles. I think that's where it kind of crossed the lines with some people, because people were just like, "Oh man, you're making just entertainment out of this," but this is actual real shit going down. It just happened to be orcs. The orcs were fucking black people and Hispanics in the barrio, in the ghetto and shit. Segregated what do you call it? Section 8 areas and shit. Crack houses where some of those elves were. The wand was the golden ticket and shit. Somebody said, I didn't quote it, but the high level elves were supposed to kind of be like a white people or Jewish people. And I think that's what stung a lot of people the wrong way, in terms that it was so in your face about that.
Well, see, that was my thing. Like, I thought it was an okay movie. Like, I didn't dislike the movie at all, but I did feel like some of that stuff I didn't mind it being in the movie, the racism stuff, but I thought the symbolism was a little bit ham-fisted.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Some of it could have been done with a more of a deft touch, or like just felt more
And to that,
realistic.
I completely agree with. Kind of like sometimes.
So sometimes it got
Okay,
really
guys, we get it.
fucking it got kind of corny and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Those are supposed to be Mexican. Yeah. Okay, I get it. This was a scene from Training Day. Oh shit, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
And literally, the elves. Oh, you know, the elves. They rule everything, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like the whole Jewish shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the Paris Hilton elf in there. Yeah. So
Yeah, see,
I get it.
I didn't really have a problem with that. I mean, you know, it was kind of on the nose and kind of obvious, so but I didn't have an issue with it.
But for me, I thought that shit was great though, because I was like, I thought that shit was great to fucking see a dragon in my hood, a fucking dragon flying over Los Angeles, and, man, that's a dream come true. Game of Thrones and my hood.
Shit, hell to the no. You want to see dragons? That's game over. Dragon flying over your roof. That's it. That's death.
Look, you know, if there was dragons in real life, we'd be enslaving them motherfuckers.
Dragons? Shit. What?
Slave enough.
What? After like 100 million deaths,
Tell us what to do.
oh, man.
Nah, people be shooting the dragons down.
Exactly. Fucking killing them.
We
And
wouldn't
eating
have
their
dragons
fucking.
anymore because they be extinct day one.
hey, you making us look bad. I do not promote this message. He does not speak.
The
Yeah,
realest
we're
shit
eating
about
dragon
Independence
steak
Day
all
for
over
the
their
original
steaks, bro.
The realest shit about that was the fact that they put in the news, the original Independence Day movie, they were like, just a reminder to people in Los Angeles, do not shoot the spaceships. That's the realest shit we be doing out there. But nah, I like Bright, and I encourage people. I didn't want to spoil anything about it for the Struggle Nation, because I encourage you guys to go out there, go see that movie.
Oh, yeah.
You'll realize that it's not as bad as the critics are making it out to be.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I thought that there were some really good gems in that movie.
Once you get past like some of the corny shit, it's you know, there's some entertaining things in it.
Yeah, but be warned that there are some recycled themes in that movie, and if you've been watching movies as long as I have, you're gonna be like, oh damn, they took this out of Bad Boys. Oh, they took this out of Training Day. Oh, they took this out of
Yeah, like the ending in particular was very typical. Like the very typical ending.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it was like if I had paid some. We have a whole nother conversation, but you know, I just fucking uploaded it and started streaming it, and that was it. So I had no problem.
Yeah, I thought I enjoyed it.
I will say the one problem I did have was soundtrack. Way too close to Suicide Squad.
Whoa, wait. No, the soundtrack I actually enjoyed. Suicide Squad, it was like random. Like it was just so random.
That pulled me out of the movie so badly.
Really?
It was the same song. I was about to damn near look it up and see the same people that did the I'm just a sucker for fame. Like that, those guys. I swear those were the same people because it had almost the same type of intro. Like
I actually enjoyed the music in Bright. I couldn't stand the music in Suicide Squad, except for a couple songs was cool, but like that soundtrack in Suicide Squad was just random.
It's so funny because I'm the complete opposite. The only music I legally bought last year was from Suicide Squad.
Really?
Like, I love everything about that soundtrack. I love the fact that it was so random because guess what? That's the way some motherfuckers really are with their music collection.
Well, no.
That it jumped around.
Like, not the soundtrack in particular. I just mean like in the movie, it was random. Like the songs they were playing in the movie were just random and they had no place for the scene. Yeah, like that. That's what I mean. Yeah, like when Eminem played, that was random.
I loved it because every character intro felt like a synced up a little mini music video with Deadshot. I saw you standing in the rain and the bullets No, that was cool. I mean like in the actual movie when songs would play. Like when they randomly had Eminem play that Without Me song when he was shooting, like it was just random. No, they played it when they were in the asylum, right? Arkham?
They were getting ready to roll out.
Yeah. When he was like, when they had him shoot the targets, it's like they just played for no reason and they faded it out. It's like that's what I mean about the randomness.
I could kind of.
When Harley Quinn was getting dressed, they were playing with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's when it was. Yeah. That's when it was playing.
I mean, it kind of worked for what they were. I don't know. I never saw it as a big problem like that.
Really?
Or like for example, another song. Because Eminem, we all know, but what's another background song that felt like it didn't make sense for you?
I'd have to be watching the movie.
Yeah. It's just like
that's weird. Yeah.
It was just it kind of took me out of it a little bit because these songs would play and it had nothing to do with the scene. Like the song would just play and then it would fade out for no reason.
That's really
it was just
because like I remember like a lot of those songs soundtrack. I was like, oh shit, that's when Harley Quinn was stripping and shit, and it worked for me. I'm sorry that it didn't for other people.
That's how I am.
It really reminded me of The Matrix.
That's how I'm with Bright. With Bright, all the music works for me. Like the intro song when the movie was starting, like that, I loved it. Like I loved all the music in the movie.
What'd y'all think of the effects? I thought
the effects were.
Sorry, the Strugglenation. The Kanye part was when Will Smith firing off the bullets, and that was dope. And they were playing New God. I thought that was dope when he was trying out the weapons and shit.
Yeah, that was random for me. Like that.
See, I like that though because I was waiting for that to be on the soundtrack. Wow. It's very subjective, man. That's the part.
Like we're just flip flop with the music. Like I like one, you don't like. I like the other one. I mean,
yeah.
But the music in Bright, I loved it.
That is so crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy that people from different parts of the world can just have so many different opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, art is subjective like that. I can't even speak English anymore. So.
Only YouTube comments would learn from fucking. Wow, you can disagree and not hate each other?
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly. See, miracles can happen.
That's because people I'm not going to say people, but a good amount of people are pussies on the internet and they want to leave a comment. But if you actually talk to a person real to real, even over the phone, they ain't going to say shit like
hell to them. Hell no.
They ain't going to say shit like that. What do you mean, you fucking faggot? You hate it? You ain't going to sit down.
They sitting there puffing their chest at the keyboard. I'm like, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
You know? So, YouTube. I have been fairly blessed to have a good nation that we respect everybody's opinions.
Right.
On the internet. At least on my channel. That's how it all began from. I was so flipped to see everybody on your channel talking about how the CW crossover was bad. I'm like, what?
See?
That's the first time, I swear to God, that is the first time I have seen majority say that the crossover was bad on this channel.
And you're the first person that I hear that actually liked it.
That's crazy. That is crazy because if you go to my channel right now and you go to even the reactions for the first and second one, really the fourth one, but that's a spoiler, so don't watch that. If you go there, you'll see everybody on there like, this was a really good crossover, and goddamn, this shit on Justice League. So,
wow.
I got
a lot of time you have to chalk that up to like the hive mind mentality. So if like the leader, like if EcoMog.
Fair enough.
If EcoMog has an opinion, like a lot of people will. And it's unfortunate that this happens because like
Fair
people
enough.
he's close. Because me and like the people he's close to, we'll disagree with him. But if we feel that way, but a lot of people will just be like, yeah, EcoMog said that.
That's
so
a very good point.
So
Yeah.
Case in point, my friend and fellow reactor Tyrone Magnus with his latest I hate Goku Black video.
I need to watch that.
And I started watching it, and he's like, this motherfucker's boots. I hate his boots. I hate everything about it. And I'm like, is he being serious or not? And I was like, I can't wait to see the comments. And everybody's like, yeah, man, that's right, Tyrone.
Yeah. You know, you bring a very valid point.
Like,
Now-
like, wait, what? Are you?
I hate when they say the same shit verbatim. Like
Yeah.
the
Thanks-
same shit they
thanks
just
for
saw in the
keeping it real,
video
Tyrone.
verbatim.
Now, one thing I can say is I don't think the hive mind thing applies to me because people get on us for liking everything. Like that's the main thing. You guys like everything. There's nothing that you hate. Just because I enjoy stuff.
You have it on some level. Everybody has it. Everybody who has a name, who has a presence, a personality, has their yes men on some level. It's just different levels.
Yeah,
you probably have a much lower level than others.
Yeah, I won't say
But you
it's
still
not
have
there at all, but it's just a majority. I would say they start yelling at me because I like everything. I'm looking like, all
That's
right.
a good point because I tried. Years ago when I first commented on Olicity I was like, you know what? I don't think this would be good for the business. People were like, what the fuck you talking about? If you don't want to watch, if you don't like it, just stop watching. And I did. I straight up
Damn.
did. I straight up did. And then when I stopped watching, guess what happened? People were like, are you ever gonna do Arrow again?
Yep. That's what happens.
Oh, okay.
Where the arrow reactions?
Yeah, Arrow's gonna, and they're like, this is why you're not a top YouTuber or a top reactor because you don't react to Arrow. I'm like, you motherfuckers told me to stop watching if I didn't like it anymore. And then, fast forward 3 years later, man, this Olicity, I don't know about it, and everybody's comments, man, I fucking hate Olicity. Olicity killed the show. And now it's about Iris, so I'm being careful about Iris because I have problems with her, but I'm not gonna straight up say fuck Iris.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, if she turns into Felicity, I'm gonna be knocking right on your door like, see what you did, motherfucker, see what you did, this is your fault. You did this. You did this.
You know what's crazy is like, I'm actually, I won't say I'm tight, but I am, Wally, Kian Lionsdale, he came to Japan, and so we met up with them. I vicariously met up with him through Dante because Wally messaged me on Twitter, I should say Kian. He was like, yeah, dude, I'm coming to Japan. Can you show me around? I'm like,
hell yeah.
Like that, yeah. So he came to Japan. The only problem is I was leaving for LA. We had exactly almost the same schedule. I was so mad about that, but I put him in touch with my people, and Dante took him around Tokyo for a little while, and we had a party for him and all that. But just the funny thing about that is like Candace, who plays Iris West in The Flash, she also was just like, damn, I want to go to Japan. Are there any Flash fans in Japan? And everybody was like, Akasan, get on this, son. Get on this. I don't know if she'll ever come see me after this season.
Oh, man. Sabotage.
No, I mean, I have specifically stated that I don't have a problem with theatrics. I love theatrics.
Yeah.
I love everything about her. The look, her.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
but
go there.
Hope his girl ain't watching.
The character herself, the way it's going.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
I mean, now The Walking Dead is out, so the actors from The Walking Dead is out here. I should have actually gone to meet up with Trevor from Grand Theft Auto.
The crazy ass Trevor.
Yeah.
Steven Ogg? Yeah.
He's out here. Jesus is out here. Glenn is out here. The priest and one of the enforcers, Negan's more passive enforcer, the one that was dealing with the kingdom and everything. He's out here, and he's actually been really cool taking photos with a lot of my friends.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but I didn't go because whatever. I should. I need to start doing that more often.
Damn.
Whatever. That's my dream. I'm sorry to take up time.
No. This is all good. It's all good.
That's my dream. Is like I need to get a home closer to the actual vicinity of like real deal downtown Tokyo or at least get a studio over there, or just a pocket microphone or something like that, because that's my dream, is to just start interviewing a lot of these dudes on the
Yeah.
fly, because they literally are just walking around Japan
Damn.
doing nothing, and you know, if you come up to them and just introduce yourself, they'll be pretty cool and open to you, like, to talk. So that's my dream, is I want to get more interviews, and just you know, when Imon came out here, it took like 30 minutes to get her to my studio, because it's not far, but far enough for traveling. So I just want to be able to do interviews on the fly.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
She's now I'm gonna have to bounce, because now she's officially home.
Uh-oh.
With friends. So
Okay, man.
it's
Don't
time
forget,
for-
we should try to rabbit watch that Justice League together on voice chat.
Yeah, so I'm off until the 5th or the 6th Japan Standard Time, so that's gonna be the 5th. So don't worry, baby, it's only voice. They can't see you. So I'm free for a while, so if we want to try something out, let's try Suicide Squad.
Hey, whoa, why you laughing at Suicide Squad? What's funny?
Down for that.
Why you laughing?
I've never seen it. I'm down to watch it. Like, Tony, just let me know how. Like, is the quality HD or?
Yeah, it's HD.
Yeah, Justice League is out HD. Yeah.
On my phone, or I can do it on my computer.
You can do it on.
On computer.
Yeah, you can do it on both.
All right,
How Rabbit works.
set it up for the extended version, because I've never seen the extended version of Suicide Squad.
Let's do it.
They don't sell it out here. It really pisses me
What?
off.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't understand that kind of stuff. I would think everything would be out there.
It's
Yeah, just,
okay. It's technically out here, but it's like 8,000 yen. So it's about $70. It's like the
What?
Special, it's the special edition. I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically the special edition version that's collectors, and that's the only version that comes with Japanese subtitles. The extended version.
Damn.
The other version is just a regular standard version. It's really annoying. I know. Yeah, DVD, Blu-rays are mad expensive out here. So I've never seen the extended version. I've only seen like clips of it. I don't
Yeah.
look at it this much. So yeah, let's do Suicide Squad next year. And M-Dog, I challenge you guys. To also join me on this. Maybe we can all do it at the same time. I'm doing the Infinity War challenge the first week.
Oh,
You're familiar with that?
the movies?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's happening?
The Infinity War challenge is to watch every movie that Marvel has made once a week.
Mhm.
So what I mean is basically week 1, Iron Man. Week 2, The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Week 3 is Thor. And then
Oh,
week
I'm down
4, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea.
we're gonna-
Basically, by the time you finish what will be Black Panther on Blu-ray, our home video, the next week Infinity War comes out.
Yeah.
So basically that's 18, 19 weeks from the first week of January.
And it all leads you directly in Infinity War.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm doing the Infinity War
that, like,
challenge.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know, but we just did for the release of Last Jedi, we did 8 days of Star Wars. So we watched one movie a day.
Oh my god, I can't do that.
Big audience. for that. So we could do a once a week thing, with no problem.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'm looking
No,
forward
so
to it.
DM me a day and time that you would be good for you.
All right.
Japan time, and that would for Suicide Squad, and I'll set it up and everything.
All right, you guys want to try to do it on like the? Well, I guess we got the New Year coming up, so we have to do it a few days after.
Yeah.
Better, right?
I mean, it doesn't matter for me. Like, you know.
It doesn't matter for us. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Like,
really?
literally-
There,
You guys
no.
do anything like New Year's countdown or anything?
Nope.
I'm doing that.
I'm editing the videos and filming because we got a bunch of stuff we're doing with Trapson, but that's
See, I'm
pretty
doing
much
the same
it.
thing, and that's the kind of the annoyance about YouTube is the fact that the moment, like the time you and I, M-Dog, you know about,
Mm.
the only time we have off from work and all that other stuff to edit, by the time we have all those videos ready, all the views drop in January.
Mhm.
Stop tuning in.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, I worked my ass off for all these extra videos for my variety channel. Ain't nobody gonna watch them because it's January now. It's so annoying.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. But okay, then let's figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out what to do New Year's Eve. I was gonna do the one thing where you watch Rogue One at a certain time, and at 12 o'clock midnight, Darth Vader ignites his lightsaber.
Damn, they timed it up like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, somebody already timed it like that, and I told my girlfriend.
Damn.
It's stupid. So, I was like, all right, I guess we're gonna find something else. Yeah, a lot of Star Wars fans already have that timed out.
Damn.
All there's the Star Wars movie with the Death Star when it explodes. That's New Year's. Darth Vader igniting his lightsaber. I want the Last Jedi.
You gotta time that to the second, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and people do it. It's crazy. But out here we don't have gunshots, so if I'm watching it at home, I can't tell when it's New Year's or not because nobody's shooting anything in the Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. My hijacking this and turning this from a Iris sucks or Felicity CW, the CW crossover did not suck, into a movie chat, into Ben Affleck, into rabbit holes,
everything. Look, we gotta do this again.
VR, and,
that's how it goes, man.
Turn this to a podcast.
Hey, that's what. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, rename that. Edit. Imdog, download it, edit it, re-upload it.
Yep.
The podcast with Akasan in front. All right, Struggle Nation, I'm out of here. You know where to find me on my own channel.
Hell yeah.
And thank you, M-Dog, for the time, and I appreciate it.
Till next time.
All right.
Yeah, if I don't talk to you guys again, Happy New Year, and see you on the other side, man.
Same to you. Take it easy, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.